I ebusuafo me mama akwaba eba ye YouTube page so what join the page na so a fasima we subscribe to your YouTube channel Ivan Chei Innocent so na notification bell no click so se emre pia ye be call live ana ope video bi say no wonsa ebeka enne ye bedi nkomo afa ya manyo sem hu bebre na Ghana ha sa wo hwehwe nipa ba ko a na adwen mu do a owo odo ema Ghana na owo odo ema ye mebunu na ye nipa ba ko pe ya brantie Ivan Chei Innocent enen so odi insane pi na ba bitudwa nya ho sima na yenkotie mbra medase
people in leadership position omumu Ghana for me. That is what I have observed, because you have to be emotional intelligence. So we a leader, you as a certain commanding this thing over emotional intelligence. That is when second be 11 about tag of war between Ghanaians and government, you know. That is the point that you see government officials speaking in a language but these are people who are vulgar, even in their communication when they are talking. And there is this video circulating on social media. Go and watch his tone. MP or representing the parliament. Go and look at the way he was speaking on that particular video. Exactly, that is the name. Not former Maslog. Talking recklessly and irresponsibly.
On your marks. Get set, ready, sticker!
You should think about the poor.
Good.
Of mine home. And then we are Ghana, then it's still painful.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
We will pass it. Whatever they want to do, we will pass it at the right time. They can't do anything. We are in government. If they claim it will make us unpopular, why wouldn't they stop?
Bobium.
About the poor. Of mine home. And then we are Ghana, then it's very painful. We will pass it. Whatever they want to do, we will pass it at the right time. They can't do anything. We are in government. If they claim it will make us unpopular, why wouldn't they stop?
Now we say the level of emotional intelligence and this is a person or representing Nipa that's a new and in the face of all these things, 11 they implemented the difficulties will suffer, but he doesn't care. To him, it's about party politics. Finding I know so how are Ghana for in the constituency, I'm for go the same thing. Other people in the constituency are more supporting the A-levy. But look at his posture, look at his attitude. Quite of us are all casa, and this person is supposed to be a leader of a country. My culture says you see a lot of people who call themselves elite with this flashy way as for, but enlightened elite, those with the mind that you have to fix your mind, we don't have them. And that is the problem, because such character which in some can clearly give you an idea, say this person cannot be a leader. But unfortunately, you get many of his type, or most is various officers, the attitude that of arrogance, vulgar, and then they approach policies with this kind of aggression. And that is the problem we have. As a maker, post chakra, at least problem about. There should be a way out. You're making Ghana for engaging, but look at the way they are communicating. The communication minister, Kasa, just what to her, oh, that is it. And so I think that they even the sense to enlist people who can even speak to convince Ghanaians. They don't even have it. If you go to parliament, the same thing. Majority leaders are not Kasa. Onkase Nukrumna Okoswami Aquina Tututu, Bakase Obi California MP, so arrogant, speaking to his colleagues in a manner, captain. So I think that Yamra form because Makase presidency didn't as for Yedino. No, because the level of arrogance, the level of arrogance is so annoying, because me say Nipa. We need to say, oh, these are the problem. Let us try to meet where nipa beti ase what are some American, but that particular attitude, the ego within them, and in the face of all these things, and never be say now we a leader, now we to international nipa nkasa to convince them. First of all, also saying because leadership is about commanding extreme emotional intelligence. Even when people are angry, you'll be able to just bring them down. Just your friends have built consensus because US and other places they've been able to set up this lobbyist firm. Bipartisan lobbyists were agents. As I mentioned, say, these are people you put them into the fray, having engagement, stakeholder engagement with people across the political divide, just to strike consensus. Okay, but we had the attitude in the poster no more. The way they are communicating and they're insulting Ghanaians, and nobody is ready to engage them. And our mind, just like on a downward spiral, or mind and the BSA. So I think that they need to just reframe their mind, like attitude. Ne kwa yamfa so more conduct or more empower no. Yamfa say more mind because 8 years now mood Mr. Rollins everybody 21 years or 18 years or say yamfa say 19 years. Osafom Gaddafi wa hefa.
Osafom
President Kufuor or can some Ghana for power.
Osafom say
yes, President Mills wa hefa. And the power now, you are not the first person, but now George Bush on an all bomb Iraq for no heaven.
Never pano.
Or never panic there. George Bush or TF cancer. So power is transient. So you must be very reasonable. So we need power now. Use it to make positive impact. Influence people life. Now continue for 40 years here or 2 years. Or when a regret and or idea or relish just to make him happy.
Sure.
On your opportunity and there are certain things and conversation for, but it's late. What I say? So when you have power like this is the time we use power now to create people just to make things that we sit here and we celebrate in Nkrumah. Why do we mention Nkrumah?
We interview over the weekend.
Okay.
Assembly will say Ghana doesn't have any leadership.
Yes.
And I agree with that.
Yes.
Because Captain, Obiako strike. Almost all the unions, labor unions you can think about, say Siamako strike. They have a pioneer.
By Yankao.
They have a pioneer.
System no gradually it's
Everything is
coming to a
pricing.
standstill.
Captain, near pioneer said teachers have gone on. Only said in 2021, 44,000 teachers left the classroom.
I'm more
Education minister, the Ghana Education Service, man of a professor Amankwa. Just an idea.
But saying.
Okay. I am not conformed. I don't be shame.
And I'm more coffee.
One money ni paka krabina.
No problem. I'm going to say about 44,000 from NAPCO in the educational sector. A coffee, sir.
But 44 in the yes, I won't boy.
But
no, NAPCO for be woman. It's NAPCO for now.
Until I may say
any teacher for Kakra resigning.
Okay. It may say in the educational sector, 44,000 personnel in the educational sector have left or more resigning. Sir. Okay. Captain, yeah. Curriculum for education. Say you're born in skill, you're born in first half, second half. You almost say you're friend in track system. But Captain, you see, education is the key to develop any nation. The so-called future leaders are here raising for tomorrow. No? They say I'm going to go school continuously. No. And you see, this is going to have psychological effect on the children. Because in our call 3 years, I say there be years, you call 4 years. I say we call morning, we call afternoon. That alone affects the psychological makeup of the child. And see, any ideas or classroom, he can even get those things. Captain, at what point do we say enough is enough? And at what point do we begin to take action? Captain, everything is going. Nothing a whole explosion in Bogoso. There's not been a national address by the president. No. It was the vice president who had flown in to go and see the place. But the president has not come out to address the nation. Say a national disaster has happened. Nothing. Yeah. And so what's the leadership?
By time, the president, are you so young?
I Captain Meba. Tama.
Patron de course voter regime.
Yes.
What is
Because it's time now when you doom so into one to me and broadcasting.
Now, but on can with that. Ending attempt before the idea. I'm the one you Ghana for 2 1 carry.
Exactly, they're silent. It's a Captain time fire happened with Cathedral of France.
Yeah.
The president was very quick to address that situation and make a pledge of about $2 million to support the rebuilding of that cathedral. Captain, there's really no leadership. And you see, there's one thing we've been talking about, Captain. When you come out to start talking about fixing the country, say you're here or my year, they'll label you partisan. Maybe your opposition, or your MPP and NDC. But it's not the case. And understand, sir, we saw the words of the president in the run-up to 2016 elections, the promises they made, the posturing and everything. Or say e-levy cannot be passed because you're taxing the poor people. Yeah. And we know the rhetoric we heard. But Omuba power now.
Everyone can say, I'm a muncher, oh, Miss Cotiba, my yes, Abra. Captain, that I say, I say, one casa, I say, the mere fact that you just even thinking, just to think about, oh, Miss Cotiba. On your marks, get set, ready,
you know, and even savings. There was a 1% imposition on savings, which was later
investments,
which was later. I mean, even to think about it it's
been suspended.
It's been suspended. I mean, but even to think about it.
Oh, it's now abolished, is it?
Yeah, but even to think about it, it doesn't. It just questions who are making these policies. I mean,
but isn't it just another way?
Another way of raising revenue.
Well, yes,
but when you become desperate, this is what happens. That when you've mismanaged the economy into this hole, then anything sounds great to you because you don't have any option. You see what I mean? And this is the problem, that anything that is taxable